What's up, everybody? It's your boy jerrywill24 back with another reaction video. Put my crutches to the side as usual, per usual. I never thought I would make a reaction video to Barney, my nigga. What the fudge, man? Listen, man, if you a kid from the 90s, you know who raised you. Your parents and Barney. Alright? Barney was my favorite. I always wanted to hug Barney, man. I still want to hug Barney, man. I'm so mad. I'm so mad that I found out all the dark secrets and shit that Barney went through. And he ain't had to go through that, nigga. Barney was just trying to love, be kind, and just share love. That was his main thing. I love you, you love me. Niggas was hating on Barney, and I never knew. I was 5 years old, nigga. I was dedicated to Barney, and grown niggas was hating on Barney, man. That shit sad, bro. Real spill, man. So today, man, I just finished watching the Barney documentary series out on Peacock right now. 2 episodes, each an hour. And let me just say, man, if you grew up watching Barney, you better go pay your respects, nigga. You better go pay your respects to Barney. Don't you do Barney like that, man. They had Barney fucked up. Fucked up to the max. That shit had me hot, man. That shit really had me hot. I can't believe niggas was hating on Barney. Grown people. Grown. Shit sad, man. I never knew. I just never knew. And now I found out all the truth. So I appreciate y'all dropping this documentary. So if you don't know about the documentary, let me go tell you what happened. So basically, we found out all the ins and outs of how Barney came to be and what happened behind the scenes. So Barney was created in the late 80s by a woman named Cheryl Leach. Now Cheryl Leach had a son named Patrick Leach. Excuse me. Now she was a stay-at-home mom, and she used to watch her son watch TV all the time. But apparently there wasn't enough age-appropriate stuff on TV for her son to watch. So she just came up with an idea out of nowhere with Barney. Literally. So we gotta thank her son, really, because the show was meant for her son, and then she started making some tapes, and then it just blew up. She pitched the idea to her dad, who I believe was like a TV producer for some company, and they just started dropping that shit, and parents loved it. The kids and parents loved it. I loved it. You see what I'm saying? Barney, man, Barney raised us, man. Barney really did, so I appreciate you, Sheriff, for making this. God damn it, in the late 80s, man, Barney just blew up out of nowhere. It was a phenomenon. It was worldwide. It was all over the world, man. A dinosaur, a purple dinosaur singing to you, man. Telling you good night every night, man. All the kids loved it. All the parents loved it. But it was a few select grown niggas that was hating. But you know, them niggas was hating, but apparently they wasn't fucking with it. Alright? They wasn't fucking with it because they said it wasn't real enough. He too loving. He too emotional. He ain't got no cuts in him. He ain't got no deep cuts in him. It wasn't for you, dummy. It wasn't for you. It was for the kids. It was for us. It wasn't for you. So why the hell were y'all bashing Barney? Grown people. Let me be clear. White folks. White folks are different. They called it Barney bashing. They literally had meetups like fight clubs just to beat up toy Barney stuff. I promise you, that shit is so weird. They literally, I think the college was like in Nebraska, I think. I'm not too sure. But they was in them damn auditoriums having Barney, what is them shits called? The Barney, what is them birthday things called, man? Barney pinatas. They had the toys. They was cutting up the toys. Man, they was literally taking their anger out on a damn fictional character. White folks are different. White folks are different. So this was called Barney bashing. They had websites. They basically had cult groups on how they hated Barney. Barney. be serious, man. You can't be. So that was the major thing that I never knew, and probably most of the kids my age didn't know either. Niggas was hating on Barney, and now them fuck niggas is old as hell. You gotta think back to like, damn, I was really beating up a toy. What's wrong with you, man? What's wrong with you? But that wasn't the only downside of Barney, because Barney had a lot of haters. But he had more. Barney was just trying to be a lover and a friend. What's wrong with that? What's wrong with that? But that wasn't the only bad side of Barney either. He ain't have a bad side, but the shit that we didn't know about Barney. But Barney was created by Cheryl, okay? Now, Barney blew up out of nowhere. Nobody expected him to take over like that. Take over the world, my nigga. Take over the world. Barney took over the world. So, like I said earlier, Cheryl was a stay-at-home. She wasn't staying at home no more. She was the breadwinner. So now her husband had to stay at home, and she was never home. And her son started to grow up, because Barney was made in like 1992, I think, and ran to like 2010. So I guess I was wrong about the 80s. I don't know, whatever. But it was back in the day. So her son, Barney was created like when her son was like 2 years old. And the show kept running. Her son kept getting older and older and older. And you know, kids grow out of stuff. And now he started hating Barney, because basically Barney was his brother. If you think about it, Cheryl created Barney around this, like I say, her son was 2 years old. So that was his brother. That was his biological brother. And his biological brother was bringing them more money than him. So they barely saw the mom anymore, and now her son and the husband hated Barney. Okay, they both hated Barney. That was the downside of it too. It was breaking up the family. They ended up getting divorced, and the dad killed himself. He committed suicide. Shit sad. Cheryl left the Barney company in like 1998 and moved her and her son out to another country, something like that. But he ended up moving back, and he ended up going to jail. He shot somebody. He shot his neighbor. A little argument, went up shooting his neighbor, and ended up serving 5 years. So Barney really fucked up some shit. And it wasn't intentional, because Barney really was a loving friend character. He was saying to you, he would hug you. I still want a hug from Barney, nigga. I don't give a fuck how old I am. One day, I'm gonna get that hug from Barney. The fuck y'all talking about, man? Barney really was out here saving lives, man. Not saving lives, but he was teaching us. He was watching us. And he was loving us. So that's why I had to show love. I had to show love to Barney, man, because I grew up watching Barney, and I was like, dang, I never knew all this went down. Barney really had haters, man. That's what I'm saying, man. You can't, these white folks different, bro. They really had a cult. They had websites. They had websites just for saying how much they hated Barney. They had games on these websites to shoot at Barney. Come on, bro. White folks different. So Barney ran from 1992 to 2010. And apparently there's a movie coming out about Barney. You know I'm gonna be watching that. And you know I'm gonna react to that. Okay? It might be 2 or 3 years from now, but you know I'm coming back for that one. In blood, nigga. You know what I'm saying? So I just had to show my appreciation for Barney, man. If you grew up watching Barney, if you know who Barney, because these kids nowadays, they don't know who Barney is. They know about the Pow Pow Patrol. It goddamn TikTok. They don't know who Barney is. They don't know about the OGs. They don't know about Barney. They don't know about Sesame Street. They don't know about Teletubbies, nigga. They just brought Teletubbies back. You heard me? So I just had to show my appreciation as a 90s kid, man. Shit sad, bro. Barney really was hated on, man. I can't believe it, bro. I can't wait till that Barney movie come out, and I'm gonna get a hug from Barney one day on Gotham. You heard me? But that's gonna be it for this reaction video, man. I appreciate y'all being here, man. Go ahead and subscribe and like to the channel if you haven't already. And then go to my other channel, jerrywill24. I got content skits dropping on there. You already know. But I do appreciate y'all being here.